Good news, bad news. Good news, in 1999, I was the highest elected official in the United States to call for the legalization of marijuana. Bad news is, in 2016, I am still the highest elected official to ever call for the legalization of marijuana. And yet, in 1999, 30% of Americans supported legalizing marijuana, and today it's about 60%. Now, I guess Bernie Sanders rolled out of bed and hit his head, and I'm glad that he did, and he's now come out in favor of marijuana. But that just points to part of Bernie's lure, and I don't think he's going to end up to be the nominee. I don't think he's going to end up to be the nominee, and I think his followers, that a big portion of his followers recognize marijuana as being a really big issue. I think that 90% of the drug problem is prohibition-related, not use-related. That's not to discount the problems with use and abuse, but that should be the focus. Couple of predictions. I think that California in November is going to vote to legalize recreational marijuana. And overnight, I think 20 state legislatures will then just simply pass it through legislation as opposed to the ballot box. I really think that this country is going to take a quantum leap forward with the legalization of marijuana, recognizing first and foremost that it's so much safer than everything else that's out there, starting with alcohol. Something that is not all that well known, and that is in Colorado, the campaign to legalize marijuana was a campaign based on marijuana is safer than alcohol. I would pardon all those nonviolent, victimless criminals behind bars in federal prison, and as governor of New Mexico, came to recognize that the majority of federal prisoners are there on drug-related, really drug-related marijuana crime.
Dr. Sterling.